Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's great to have you back in my garage. Today I'm going to actually be installing another part from ACUITY Instruments on my 2017 Honda Civic Si. Alright guys, so let's face it, the stock bushings that come in the shifter assemblies of these 10th gen Civics are pretty pliable and pretty soft. That makes sense because Honda wants to cater these cars to the average consumer. And what I mean by that is that they don't anticipate a person instantly buying these cars with the expectation that it's going to behave like a race car or have crisp shifts and whatnot. And if you're a car guy like me, you want to get the most performance out of your car, and that means being able to customize all the little fine bits and details so you're happy with the driving quality of it. ACUITY has kindly sent me these bushings in order to see how they compare to the stock system and what improvements I see. So before I explain the benefits and comment on the design of this part right here, I'm actually going to start taking apart the battery in order to show you guys a better visual inspection of the shifter cable assembly. Alright guys, so I got the entire battery taken apart and removed from the car, and then check out these shifter cable bushings right here. With the battery removed, you can clearly see the stock location of these shifter cable bushings. Now, if I were to shift the gear just a little bit, you can clearly see what I mean by the play that you'll experience with these rubber soft bushings. Alright guys, so as you can see in that video clip, the stock bushings do allow for some play when the transmission is in gear, specifically when I'm trying to move it side to side slightly and a little bit forward and back. So ACUITY has designed these bushings in order to reduce play and improve shifter quality for several reasons. One, the material they selected is pretty darn solid, so one, is not rubber. So the way they chose to design this bushing is very, very important for shifter functionality. Mainly that a lot of competitive companies use a solid version of this, meaning that it's closer to this one right here, but they noticed that they needed to use a spherical bushing instead because of the fact that a solid bushing restricts the mobility of the shifter cable too much, to the point where it will actually wear out the cable and possibly break the cable. So it's awesome because this bearing reduces play just enough to create a more smooth and crisp shifter feel without sacrificing the full mobility and full stock functionality of the shifter cable. Alright guys, so with all that explained, let's get back to this install and show you guys how these bushings fit in stock assembly. Alright guys, so the bushings are completely installed. As you can see in that clip, play is drastically reduced. So in that clip there is a little bit of play left over, but at this point it's purely mechanical. It's nothing that we can really do because it's all based off of tolerances within the transmission and all those linkages itself. But regardless, let's get this put back together and then go for a test drive. We're about to go for a test drive, and I have my friend Eli from Ignition 2 over here. Stopped by for a second to film a vlog today. Camera works, okay. So in the previous clip you guys saw that the play was actually reduced, and first impressions with everything back installed is that everything now feels a lot firmer, and whatever noise that existed when I was in gear is actually minimized now. I can barely hear any play, because beforehand you can clearly hear play, but now it's just kind of like very, very subtle. Yeah, that feels really crisp now. Even smoother. Oh yeah, I like how that feels. I really like how that feels. And what I'm noticing a lot is that everything kind of feels a little bit more precise when it lines up to the correct gear gate, and then once you actually shift it to the gear, it's just so smooth now. Okay, let's take this from the start.
Shifting smooth and earth dreams are kicking.
Dude, it is so smooth now. So a big thanks again to ACUITY for sending me these bushings. Honestly, the install was really straightforward. The hardest part of the install was actually pulling off the retaining clips for the actual cable that held it in that bracket right next to the transmission. I'll place a photo of it here. You actually had to work the clip out very, very slowly with a really small screwdriver, the smallest one you could possibly find. But other than that, this part was as simple as pull the old bushings out, insert them, make sure you put in the correct retainer clips and the actual rings that they provide you. But other than that, a breeze. Just to give you guys a second verification here, I have Eli driving the car just to see what he thinks in comparison to what it was stock. So what are your first impressions?
It doesn't make that weird noise in the gear anymore, you're right. It doesn't click in like it used to. This is also my first time driving it with the pedal spacer on it, which was an older video of yours.
Oh yeah.
I like the gas pedal position much better now.
And I figured since we're the same height too, it would match perfectly.
Let's try a little heel toe action here. Oh, all day, dude. That's so easy. What the heck? Why was it not like that from the factory?
I have no idea.
Whose idea was it at Honda to put the gas pedal 6 miles away from the brake pedal? Honda did a great job on the shifter in this car, and ACUITY's just making it better. Honda did not do a great job on the pedal placement in this car. Yeah. ACUITY is making that better. I mean, that's so easy. What the heck, man? I cannot believe that they didn't do that from the factory. I think if I got in this car and you were you didn't tell me anything was changed, I can 100% believe that was stock. Right? It should have came this way. This car is a cakewalk to drive.
It's a lot more fun to drive now, and it's just, oh, misshift there?
No, I was too gentle and my hand slipped off the shifter. I'm turning into Pawinning. I think we're drifting right now. Oh, opposite lock. Oh, opposite. Oh, it's spinning. I saved it. Oh, okay. Woo! All right, so we just pulled in. You guys right over there. But so a big thanks again to ACUITY for sending me these bushings. I really, really like them, and I was highly impressed by, one, how fast and easy it was to install this part on the car, two, the build quality and the way it looks in the actual shifter assembly, and three, the fact that you guys clearly put a lot of effort into the design to make sure that this part is completely compatible with the stock functionality of the old system. So if you guys have any comments or feedback on the content of this video, please leave it in the comments below. I appreciate your support and all of your feedback. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next installation video. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.